ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel and another video on another free tank. Yes, Wargaming are just gifting free tanks to people left, right, centre. Here, you have a free tank, you free tank, everybody can have a free tank. Now, of course, if I haven't released a video, I'm not sure which video I'm going to release first, this one or the Churchill 8, but both have the potential to be free tanks. Now, what I mean by that is there could be a chance that you have to pay some money or some gold. All depends. With the Churchill 8, all depends on if you want to buy other tanks. Like if there's a tank in the store that you want to buy, then you could buy that tank. Then you get some bells that you can then get the Churchill 8 for. So that could end up being a free tank because you bought a tank that you wanted to buy. Whereas this tank right now, another brand new tank in the game, the Renault G1. It is a French tier 5 heavy tank that everybody has the chance to get this for nothing. Yes, absolutely nothing. All you need to do is to log into the game for 10 days. You don't even need to play the game. Just log in, head over to here and get the next subscription. Yes, you could start the subscription when you want, but don't forget, when you start that subscription, that is when it starts. So you have to log in every single day. So if you do miss a day, it's not that much of an issue because you can actually buy these parts from the store. So if you miss a couple of days and you've got a couple of thousand gold, now it is around about 500 gold for each subscription. So you don't want to miss too many. It only takes 30 seconds to log into the game, and just you got to make sure that you click this subscription, as I've done here, day 1, day 2, and I will continue to do it day 3. Not only do you get the tank, you do get other rewards, as you can see. Some free XP there, you know, some little rewards. Nothing special, but just for logging in, you know, just for logging in the game, you're going to get a free tank. Now, I'm actually pleasantly surprised about this tank. For a free tank, it's not that bad. Yes, it is ugly as hell, and yes, in my opinion, does kind of look like the duck tank's dad. You know, the tier 4 duck tank. It does, in my opinion, look like the duck tank. There we go. There's the duck tank, and where are we? So there's the duck tank, and there's the duck tank's kind of squashed brother a little bit. So it looks like the duck tank has been squashed. But other than that, you know, I really don't mind the tank. It's better than I thought it would be. I'm not saying the tank is fantastic, but the tank is better than I thought it was going to be. So you're 97mm of turret armor, 91 on your hull. So yeah, not the greatest, but you will be able to get some troll bounces. You've got 1,419 DPM, that is a 7.19 second on your reload, penetration 134 on your AP, 167 on your heat. We are actually running this with calibrated shells, so if you didn't want to run it with calibrated shells, your DPM will be a little bit higher. Not massively, but it will be a little bit higher. 42 on your HE. Damage, you've got 170 alpha gun on your AP, 150 on your heat, and 220 on your HE. Aim time is kind of bad at 3.7, like that of the gun dispersion at 0.395. However, it does have 10 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 37 kilometers per hour. So yeah, stat wise, I mean, it doesn't look fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. It's an average tank. It's not that bad, but it's also not that great. So we're just going to fast forward a little bit because not much happens. Of course, when you come up against those tier 6s, you're not going to bounce too much. Now, I've no idea what this ELC is doing. It's just like he wants to give me free damage. He doesn't know it's me. I've had it before where people are like, oh my god, it's Meadsy, I'm going to give you my damage. But this guy, I'm in a press account, he doesn't know it's me, and I just absolutely, I don't know what he was doing. But as you can see, a tank like that, we were able to get the HE out and do a little bit more damage. Likewise, not sure what this VK was doing, but so far we are actually losing, or kind of losing. There is 2 tanks down. This AC4 Sentinel, he's in a good position. I want to get away from him. I don't want to attack him right now. That I'm not going to lie, that shot was quite nice for on the move there. So my main target is not the Chi-Nu-Kai now, it is this Sentinel, because he seems to at least somebody that has a little bit of sense. And seeing as we are losing now, it is a 4 versus 5, I would really like to take that guy out. But I'm not going to risk my life and just, you know, ignore people to go for the tank. You know, I'm going to do it quite sensibly. But luckily, as I get there, the Berserker at the other side of the map, he dies, and then our T-34 shielded does take this guy out. So it is now a 4 versus 3. Excuse me. As you can see, get a bounce there. Well, I thought I got a bounce, but we've done just over 1,000 damage. Now, it's in a moment, it's just going to be this Chi-Nu-Kai left, because that guy over the other side, the Object 244, is going to die. Now, again, when you come up against tier 6s, it doesn't seem like the best of tanks. I'm not going to lie. Like, you're not going to bounce hardly anything in the tank, but if you do come up against those the tier 4 tanks, then yeah, that is where it does feel a little bit better. But when you are in tier 5, to be honest, it's not that often I do come up against tier 4s in a tier 5 game. Now, if you do want to come up against tier 4s, I would probably recommend turning off Supremacy. I don't know if that'll help or not, because if you do find a tier 4 game, it'll automatically turn Supremacy off anyway. But you might have more chance of finding those tier 4 battles if you do turn off the Supremacy mode. So right now, I don't want to come around this corner. I really do not want to come around this corner. There's a few big tanks there. The SU-100Y is a very big tank, and I am going to mess up in a moment. Now, I've only got 750 hit points, so I wanted to go for the block damage, and as you can see, at these kind of angles, we did manage to block both of these tier 6 tanks. So yeah, very, very good. As you can see, just there and there, I actually missed the fire button. I was supposed to shoot the M6, but I missed the button. Now, luckily, both of these tanks did not go for me. I don't want to go for this M6 at the moment. I really want to clear that SU-100Y. He's my main target, but I don't want to, again, I don't want to come out sideways just like I did there and get absolutely ripped from this guy. Now, everything has now changed because I am a one-shot. I'm a one-shot thanks to that SU-100Y, who only took one shot against me. And that is a disadvantage of having not a lot of hit points and a tier 6 like the SU-100Y coming in front of me. But, you know, we're still surviving at the moment. There is the Semoventi in front. I don't want to come out sideways. It is a 3 versus 3, so I'm just going to be a little bit patient here, wait for him not to look at me, and then take my shot to bring him now down to a 1 shot. I do get shot from the Chi-2 behind, but at this point, it is a 3 versus 2. As long as I could do just a little bit more damage, you know, I am a 1 shot to this guy. As long as I could do a little bit more damage there, I'm sure we will come away with the victory. And again, I do manage to get the bounce there. We get the 1 shot into him. Sadly, we don't hide in time. But at this point of the game, he is a 1 shot. We've got 2 tanks left, and we are going to get the victory. So overall, it's not a bad tank. We did a little bit of damage there for a tier 5 in a tier 6 game. The armor profile don't really work unless you come out at a sort of angle and you get the troll bounces. But for a free tank, you know, it's not bad. It really isn't bad for a free tank. As I've said, all you need to do is log into the game for 10 days straight and the tank is yours for absolutely nothing. Now, if you want to use the 10 days and then get the tank and you don't like it, you can sell it, but I probably wouldn't recommend it because you do only get 250 gold. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend selling it. It is a tank that will probably sit in your garage and be never used, but it is a free tank. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69 and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye.